the Blazers are in a zone. This cannot happen in a zone where Drew Eubanks is guarding no one. This player's coming over here. So Eubanks has to come over. This player's got to step up. Okay? Like, just like in man-to-man. When you're not guarding anyone in the zone, you're leaving someone in a zone. There is no reason to switch this down screen. Just stay with your man. Look at this. This switch is incredibly late. Look at this. Arcidiacono's not ready to switch right now. So now look. Now he's not going to be able to guard this ball screen. He's going to go clank right into Valanciunas. And, okay, again, you cannot run a zone where Eubanks isn't guarding anyone. So I guess he's got to get up here to take Valanciunas in the middle of this zone. Because just sitting down here and waiting for Valanciunas to come to you doesn't work. Okay, the Blazers are in drop coverage here. They're going to try and angle Brandon Ingram. They want him coming this way. This is where they want the drop coverage to come. Well, then Drew Eubanks needs to still be in a defensive stance with his feet set. Because let's take a look when Brandon Ingram comes downhill here. Is Drew Eubanks in a defensive stance and are his feet set? No, so you have no chance of guarding Brandon Ingram then. This effort level in transition is not going to get it done. Sprint back. Do not backpedal. You got to get your feet set in a defensive stance. When you backpedal, all you're doing is backpedaling, and now you're going, whoops, now I need to step up. Well, now you're going uphill as CJ McCollum's going downhill. So Brandon Ingram is posting this Trailblazers player up. Okay, when he turns though, and he's turning right now, as you can see, you're not guarding him like he's in the post anymore. So get your feet set and be in a defensive stance ready to slide. Okay? Your feet are not set. You are not ready to slide. You are just literally handed him this angle here. And that's all he needs is that little opening. Again, Shaedon Sharpe has got to sprint back. You got to get your feet set in a defensive stance. This backpedaling thing, unbelievable. You can't guard the ball like that. Horrible defense defending this down screen right here. This Blazers player needs to get attached with his arms out so CJ McCollum can't curl. You force him out, and this player's time to get over the screen. Well, you just let CJ McCollum curl. This player has no time to get over the screen. So now this forces a extremely late and bizarre switch. That forces help. That leads to open jumpers. Got a cross screen right here. The Blazers have got to defend this cross screen. You've got to jam this player as he comes through so this player can get on the other side. When that doesn't happen, look what happens. Now this player's got to step over here and backside help, and that leaves Trey Murphy wide open. Now, what does that mean? Look at this. Screws up box out assignments. One Blazers player is trying to box out two Pelicans players. Not really possible. Okay, so this Blazers player is coming in backside help on Larry Nance's roll stop. Okay, so he needs to get in a defensive stance with his feet set so that he can have the ability to, if and when a skip pass is made, boom, you can just fly out here. But look at this Blazers player right here. This is a real problem. Look at, feet aren't set. Where's his body momentum taking him? This way. Well, this pass is coming this way, and because of that, you're going to be late to get out, so it's just rip and go right by you. Okay, so Shaedon Sharpe has zero ability to guard CJ McCollum like this. Look at his feet. I mean, are you kidding me? So, all right, so Shaedon Sharpe's not going to be able to guard one-on-one. That's a waste of time. So play on his side. Cut the court this way. Get on CJ McCollum's side. This player's got to open up. Get his back to the baseline. If his feet are set and he's in a defensive stance, we can force McCollum here. You can help. You can stunt. Feet set in a defensive stance. You're not giving up a three-pointer. You're going to be able to make it. But again, playing CJ McCollum one-on-one is a waste of everybody in the arena's time. The Blazers are in a zone. It is a disaster again because Shaedon Sharpe has to be worried about two people at once because we have two Blazers players guarding one Pelicans player. Okay, so again, Shaedon Sharpe is not going to be able to guard McCollum one-on-one like this, okay? And that's not his fault. But you got to get up and play McCollum on it. You got to force him right here. And you have all this traffic right here to help you. I mean, trying to play him one-on-one, you're not sending him in to help. This is impossible. This is off of a make. Again, this is off of a Blazers-made basket. How on earth is what was this player doing guarding nobody? Brandon Ingram was right here. Kind of important to guard. I guess not for Portland. Okay, the Blazers are in a zone out of a baseline, out of bounds. It doesn't matter. You can't guard no one. So get up here, I guess, and guard this middle area of the zone right here. Someone's got to be here because Brandon Ingram's there and nobody else is. Okay, so the Blazers are in drop coverage right here. The backside help for Valanciunas' role is right here. So why is this player what are you doing? Why are you moving into the paint? What just happened? Okay, so this Blazers player gets switched on to Valanciunas. You must be battling for positioning now with Valanciunas. There can be no waiting whatsoever. Wow. You're done now. Valanciunas is right here. So when the shot miss, but Valanciunas is right there. Okay, so I guess the Blazers are switching all these screens. They switch one stop. If you're switching, this player's got to be up. Because he's got to be ready to guard McCollum when he comes off the screen. What? What? Hey, you're in drop coverage. This big has to provide some resistance towards the ball. You got to slide over here. Get in a defensive stance with your feet set. You're in drop coverage. That means you're staying underneath the ball. Look at this. You let this player get all the way to the rim, so now that makes you have a late contest, and nobody boxes out Valanciunas. So the Pelicans have this ball. This player must be sprinting back. Everybody in transition should be sprinting back. All right, look at this Blazers player. Jogging. If you'd sprint back the whole way, you'd be able to guard Brandon Ingram right now. Well, you can't.